Ready? Come on. Let's go play. Go get. Nikki? Nikki. Give me the ball. I'm going to throw it for you. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Amy with 100. Sorry, guys. 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida. Thanks for the clear. Little internet in and out. So I'll try to stay still while I do my video. Tiffany just did a live video of rescuing 2 of little Nikki's siblings. And when I sent in the hold for little Nikki, they sent me this collage of ID numbers, photos, saying that he was found on the streets with other dogs. Well, we all know all too well that there are so many dogs on the streets. They all travel in packs. It's like saying, I'm going to go rescue a dog from the shelter, and, oh, this one could be related to this one, that one. Let's just empty out the shelter. He could be his cousin, uncle, brother, whatever. So obviously, after looking at the photos, and we realized that Nikki's siblings were indeed in the shelter, his brother, Nigel, that we have named him, his sister, Nani, that we have named her, and then we find his mama, who there is not a doubt in any of our minds that you're going to fall down and hurt yourself. Ready? Come here. Come here. No doubt that she is the mama, 100%. It is, I mean, if you look in the eyes, they are identical, absolutely identical. As you can see, little Nikki has come to life. He's feeling good. He's getting playful, which is what we want. He came in, he was so terrified. She was literally trembling in fear. With one night of love and cuddling and him feeling safe and full belly, he was up at 4 this morning and he wanted to be fed, so he got his little meal. Shelly was up at 4. Now we have 2 puppies coming. As I stated in my last video, we don't have any rooms available, and we're not going to stick mommy in with 3 energized teething puppies, and we don't know if she can jump a pen. So for now, mommy is going to unfortunately have to stay at Rescue House 1 in a room until we get these puppies adopted, and then we can take mommy up here to Loxahatchee. So right now the puppies will be together in one space, and mommy will be up in the house in Broward. She will get spayed up there, and then once again that we get, yes, 4 o'clock in the morning, getting up with puppies. Get rid of this. So listen, we just literally took in 3 new lives, plus the one that we took in yesterday. They all need to be spayed and neutered. As Tiffany stated on her video, they all need blood work. And let's not forget that we have 3 Parvo puppies that are fighting for their lives still at the Blue Pearl Emergency 24-hour Animal Hospital. The 3, I know everybody's been asking about the Parvo puppies, so I will update you now while I have the video live feed going. There is a donate button on here. I know we've been asking and begging every day for your love and your support, but unfortunately, as I've stated it before, in all of my previous videos and photos and updates on all the Parvo puppies, our vet bills are literally like through the roof and climbing, because let's not forget the puppies that are fighting for their lives at the animal hospital, the Parvo puppies, Tristan, Starla, and Spencer, they've been there for a while now. Every day that they stay there, our bill grows. And every time they have to update the treatment plan to add plasma, antibiotics, fluids, GI feeding tubes through their nose, through their stomachs, You know, it is extremely, extremely expensive, the cost of medical care for these dogs that are fighting. He's drinking my coffee. That are fighting for their lives. So I did receive a text last night around 11:30 from one of the doctors, the attending doctors that is caring for the Parvo puppies at Blue Pearl. She stated that little Tristan, while he is improving and he's found his voice, which is wonderful, he is eating little bits on his own. He has a cough, and Tristan was the first Parvo puppy that we took in out of the 3 Parvo puppies. Tristan has been coughing, so they decided to add a antibiotic, Baytril, to his cocktail mix, and it, unfortunately, he had little seizures, and they noticed it was something to do with the antibiotics. So they completely stopped the Baytril, and he has had no seizures since they stopped the antibiotics. Starla and Spencer, they are behind as far as improvement and treatment. They are slower, getting better, but they are still extremely dumpy. They're still lethargic. They're not feeling great. A little bit of vomiting. Sorry, like I said, my internet goes in and out sometimes, so I can't help that. But again, we have Starla and Spencer Parvo puppies that are still not out of the woods. They're still fighting. Again, they are adding different things. They've received plasma a couple of times. They have like no white cells at all. So that is a concern, but they're hoping with proper medical that they will improve. Listen, with Parvo cases, it is so important. It's crucial that you get them in as soon as possible and start treatment. If you do any reading and research on Parvo, it will say it is so important to get them in immediately. If you go without treatment, it's fatal. Most likely, unfortunately, it's going to be fatal. So with us rushing them in and getting them into the 24-hour emergency hospital, as we did, each puppy was estimated to be around $7,000 when we brought them in. So you're talking 3 puppies. That was when we first brought them in. That's $21,000 as of then. I don't know what we're at right now. We do get a discount, but again, the medical bills are climbing. They are there. They are not getting out tomorrow or the next day. So we need to continue to please, I'm begging of you, raise funds for these Parvo puppies. And on top of that, when I said I wasn't going to even look at another dog in need, we are not taking in any more dogs until these Parvo puppies get through their battle, and we can focus on taking care, getting them healthy, getting them out, God willing. Please, dear God, watch over them. We were not going to rescue any more dogs. But of course, little Nicky appeared, and I said, okay, we'll get him out. Did not think there were going to be siblings and a mama on top of that needed us. So that's 4 more lives that we took out on top of our Parvo puppies that are fighting for their lives. Again, there's a donate button on my video. There's a donate button on Tiffany's previous video. There's a donate button on the photo collage that I posted this morning. And guys, we need your help. I cannot stress it any more than I'm stressing it. I will not apologize for begging. As it's all they have is us. We are there. That's right, Brittany. We're their only voice of protection. And until we can get the funds in place for these babies, there's nothing we can do. We come to a halt. So Pauline Dunbar has a $50 challenge up right now on this video for the 4 lives saved for the 3 Parvo puppies that are still, again, fighting for their lives. I am waiting on photos, videos from the doctor that should be coming to me today of the puppies in the hospital that are fighting. So I will update that as soon as I get that. Like I stated, we normally, our team, are very hands-on going to the hospital, spending time with our rescues, showing you transparency from start to finish, their prognosis, their, every day. We can't do that with the Parvo puppies. We just can't. We can't go into the hospital. We can't be around Parvo puppies, especially now that we have puppies here that are not fully vaccinated. And then you've got Tiffany with Mario, and he cannot take the chance with his cancer and not being vaccinated. So that is clear that we cannot be there. So we depend on the doctors, the nurses, to send us videos, photos, to update all of us and all of you so we can keep posting. And yes, I'm going to be honest with you. The photos and the videos of the Parvo puppies are gut-wrenching, and they pull at your heart, right? They pull at your heartstrings, and they make you want to make a donation when you see them suffering and fighting for their lives. That's why we do what we do. For anybody that says, oh, those photos you post, it's all about money. Guess what? You're damn right. You're right. It is all about money, because without the money in place, there's no saving. There's no saving. Oh, you're angels. Oh, you have our prayers. That's beautiful. That is not going to save these lives. It's not. So again, I will not apologize for being raw, for being transparent, and for begging for these lives that have nobody but us. Nobody. So I'm going to thank you so much in advance. Again, Pauline Dunbar has a $50 challenge. Anybody, if you can make a donation, even if it's $5, to help us out with the cost of the ongoing Parvo puppies. And I will update today sometime throughout the course of the day or night with photos or videos of how they're doing. And then again, Shelly's back is out. She is dealing on ice packs. She's been up with the puppy. We have to get in the car. I told her to stay back. She won't hear of it. So we are getting ready to jump into our car, drive over an hour to go to Broward, pick up the puppies, then load them up in the car and bring them back up here to reunite the two puppies with their sibling, Nikki, that we rescued yesterday. And again, they all need vaccines. Again, they've probably got one round of puppy vaccines, so we got to continue with the puppies, the vaccines. We have to do blood work. We have to do spays and neuters, and then we have to focus on our 3 fighting Parvo puppies that are babies. They were handed a horrible hand of cards to start off their life, to be fighting. It is a horrible, painful, deadly virus, the Parvo virus. It's horrible. So we are doing everything we can to get them through their battle. And on the back end, as far as people that are asking about the puppy store, it is being handled by the authorities and professionally. So I promise you that. It is not going unnoticed and not taken care of. There were 15 other puppies in that pet store where the Parvo puppies came from. So it is very, very concerning. And I will tell you what is concerning. I was thinking about this morning when I was taking a shower. I was thinking, there's so many different comments about the puppy store. Well, we can only do so much. I've been on the phone all day, night, like I said, with police, wonderful officers that care, animal control, not just emailing, but on the phone. What's concerning to me about the pet store owner is this. Number one, you're in business, and I don't know where you're getting your puppies from. Could it have been a one-time thing where the puppies contracted the Parvo virus? Yes, absolutely. Here is the problem. You have not 1, not 2, but you have 3 puppies from your store that are literally bleeding, with bleeding diarrhea, vomiting, lethargic, and you put them in the back of your store without medical care. And you say you have no money to treat those puppies that are dying a horrific death, okay? You have no damn right to be in the business of having puppies in a store and selling them to the public. If you cannot properly take those puppies that are suffering and dying in the back of your store and get them the medical treatment that they need to fight and live like we are doing. So if you cannot If you're going to be an owner of a pet store and you're going to be selling puppies to the public and they become sick or ill, just like we are a rescue, if our dogs, and we all know this firsthand, every rescue, if our dogs become sick or ill, first thing we're going to do is get them to the proper medical hospital and get them the care that they need, no matter what the cost is. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure that they get what they need to get a fight and live. Now, you're talking crazy 3 tiny Parvo puppies that are fighting, and you're telling me you don't have the funds, and you telling me not to judge you. I'm going to judge you. I'm going to judge you because you did not do right by those puppies. You are looking for a relationship, for a rescue who is already strained, exhausted, financially, emotionally, that you can hand over sick, dying puppies that you took into your store. It's your responsibility, not ours, to pick up the pieces and have to come up with 21, 30, whatever it's going to end up costing us at the end of the day to get these puppies healthy, God willing, and they win their fight with Parvo. So think about that. That's in a nutshell. There's nothing even else to think about. There's nothing even to debate, in my opinion, at all. Do you agree with me, Shelley? Is there anything else to debate or if you take in puppies, right, Keith? And you can't, if you're going to sell them to the public and they become sick and they're freaking dying in the back of your store, you're going to stick them in the back room of a store and shut the door? And they're going to die a painful, horrible, torturous death because you don't have the funds to get them to a vet? Then stop buying puppies and calling yourself a puppy store owner and you're going to sell puppies to the public. Because what's going to happen is those puppies could have been sold prior to them coming down with Parvo, and then somebody bought a puppy for $3,000, $5,000. I don't know what he charges. And then that puppy's in that home and dying, and then they come back to the store and say their puppy is sick, and they tell you, I'm sorry, you're on your own. We don't have the money to help that puppy. So now the person that purchased that puppy is going to be responsible for coming up with $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 on top of what they already paid for to purchase a puppy that most likely came from a puppy mill. Straight up, right? Straight up. So with all that being said, there's no debate. No debate. So Shelly and I are going to get in the car. We're going to go get our puppies that were not from a puppy mill. And we're going to go pick them up and bring them back here with us. And we'll come live from the car. But please, guys, seriously, I'm venting. I'm transparent. I don't have a filter most times. I'm trying to be honest with all of you. I'm begging all of you to please find it in your heart to donate something so we can continue our fight together as one village, because we're nothing without you. Let's get these Parvo puppies healthy. Let's continue to raise money for their medical needs. And now again, 4 lives saved within the past 48 hours. It's a lot. Let me catch my breath on that one. We'll be back soon live. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming along for this journey, emotional, up, high, low, rescue journey of life that we have committed ourselves to. 5,000 dogs saved. It's just ongoing and it's never ending, sadly. So no debating about the puppy store. Let's focus on the dogs in need, in hand, and go from there. This is Amy, 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida. Please donate and thank you.